Lost, folks. I'm down in Melbourne, Australia, shooting the finale of The Leftovers right now. So I'm so bummed that I can't be with you to hear this beautiful music that Michael Giacchino has prepared for you. My heart and my soul are with the show and the music at all times. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you later. I'm off to hop around with some kangaroos. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Before we get started tonight, I really want to, she missed my attempt to thank her before because she was actually working downstairs in the show, but I want to bring out Maria Giacchino, who really made both these nights possible. She is amazing. Michael's sister, and she is responsible for these two incredible events. Thank you. And you've all, and ladies and gentlemen, Michael Giacchino. Michael really needs no introduction, but I will say this, and although I am biased, I will say that I truly believe that the music for Lost is the best music that has ever been written for any television show. Lost is an improbability. I mean, this is a show that never should have happened. There was an executive at ABC named Lloyd Braun who had this crazy idea. He was on vacation. Maybe we should do like Survivor, a scripted show. He went to J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams said, I'm busy, I don't have time for this, but he persisted. And an executive named Heather Kadams went, and among all the writers in Hollywood, she found Damon Lindelof, who was a genius. And she brought Damon Lindelof to meet with JJ, and they sparked, and it was already really late, and it was pilot season was already almost halfway done, and they were like, can we write this? And they said, well, let's try, and they wrote this pilot, and JJ went to ABC and said, you know what I want to do? I want to buy an airplane, I want to chop it into pieces, and I want to put it in boxes and ship it to Hawaii and put it on the beach, and then probably ABC said yes. And then they had to cast, and there were 100 other pilots and all these other networks casting, and April Webster probably found this incredible assemblage of people. And then they were shooting this thing without even a finished script, and they began casting, and somehow it all came together, and the pilot was made, and then Lloyd Braun was fired, and then basically, JJ left to go do Mission Impossible 3, and then Damon sent me the pilot and some of the early scripts, and his work was just so amazing, and I was drawn in, and probably the studio where I had a deal let me out, and I came to work on the show, and we were sitting there, and my agent was saying, you're crazy, this show is 12 and out, you are an idiot. And I'm like, but I love it, and I feel like we can do something with this. And when we sat there, it was like, well, look, even if this is like 12 and out, like this will be the best 12 and out ever. This will be a cool DVD, like people will pass this around like The Prisoner or Twin Peaks, and it'll be incredibly geeky. And so, I think everything great in life has to be, with a risk of failure. And in our case, failure was a very attractive option. So we said, let's just make the show we want to make. And in so doing, we violated all these rules of network television at the time. We had characters doing horrible things like murdering other people who we were supposed to like them. We had this sprawling, dense, mythological, serialized storytelling on a science fiction axis. And all the things that you were never supposed to do were all the things that people liked and connected to and made the show. But we still thought it was only going to be 12 until the pilot came out and the ratings were huge. And we were like, oh shit, we've got to keep doing this. And the way we did this was with incredibly talented collaborators. I look around and I see many of them here today. I have to be selfish and especially acknowledge some of the writers who worked on the show are here today. Steve Adler, Brian Pagon, Jeff Pinkner, stand up, just stand up for just a second. The thing that I I love about television is that it is a collaborative process, and you know, the alchemy of the show was amazing and miraculous. One of the things that's you know that I like to say about a television series is you actually sort of make it 4 times. You make it when you write it, you make it when you shoot it, you make it when you edit it, and then you make it when you score it. And tonight is about that last process. It's about what Michael, as our collaborator, you know, brought to finish these shows off. And Lost, let's just be clear, it would not be anything like what it is without Michael's music. So without further ado, let us celebrate the music of Lost. Thank you.